Hi, how is everyone? Do you like this photo? Oh my goodness, I love this photo. This photo brought a tear to my eye when I saw it, when I was editing it. Do you ever get that? Where you've taken this photo and it literally makes you want to cry. And there's just something about it was the moment. So I'm going to set the scene for you now. I'm really hoping someone will just jump on just so that I can say, is the audio okay? Because you know what it's like. Sometimes these crazy things happen, like I mute myself. So hopefully it's all good. Anyway, so this is Sarah. Sarah invited me up to stay with her to help me with some of my social media stuff. Bless her heart. She's in the middle of house renovations. She's got people staying with her. She's trying to organize the kitchen people to come in. You know that the situation where you need the wall down, but there's electric. So you need the electrician on board at the right time. You need the plumber. You need the kitchen people on a certain day, but you need the wall down. And you've got to like work it all out, right? It's that situation. And her wall was coming out the Wednesday after. She invited me up to help me with my social media in amongst her chaos. And bless her heart, you could tell she was feeling quite overwhelmed and stressed with everything. And she kind of lost her mojo a little bit underneath all that. And I guess I'd made it my mission to get her mojo, help her get her mojo back, and so I said, look, I'm coming to do your photo. I want to do your photos, and I'm going to share that because this is really like one of the first shoots that I've done for the D3 Diaries. So I'm going to be sharing the whole shoot. You're going to love it. But yeah, so we went outside first of all in the garden. It was very cold, and we did lots of shots out there. And then we came inside and we did some inside. And I took her up onto the landing, and she's literally just the landing's like daylight, right? But she's just looking up into the light, and like getting closer and closer to the light bulb. Oh, I've got somebody on. Can you just shout in the comments that my audio is okay, please, and that you can hear me? That'll be amazing. Thank you. Yeah, so she's up and she's just looking up at the light, and we just got into the flow, and we were playing Taylor Swift, right? And we were just kind of dancing around together on the landing, me photographing her. And she just had this amazing childlike innocence, you know? And it was like oh, thank you so much for confirming the audio. Thank you. Yeah, it was like such a little escape, from everything that was going on. It was just me and her and the camera and just getting excited and the music. And it was just amazing to see that kind of transformation, because on this very day, it was absolute chaos. There were people coming in talking about the renovations. There was the builders, all sorts of people. And I just kind of whisked her away, and we just fell into this world together. And that's why this photo brought a tear to my eye, because I just see that look on Sarah's face right there is just, she's not worrying about anything in that moment right there. She's not thinking about what day the plumber's got to be there, what day the electrician's got to be there, how well it's going to go. Is it all going to go smoothly? Did I move all the stuff? Is there going to be dust everywhere? All of that stuff, it all disappeared. It all completely disappeared in that moment. And some photos, they tell the whole story, don't they? They tell the whole story in one image, and they tell the they tell not just the story, but the emotion. Like some photos, when you look back at the photo and you are then connected back in with that photo shoot, it's like doing the photo shoot all over again, isn't it? And you just remember, and it can be extremely transformative, if that's even a word. So yeah, I love creating this little escape for people in amongst all the stress and chaos. And it can seem like the most crazy time to have your photos taken, but actually, if you just go with it, it's really not. I don't know why, by the way, I look so red like my nose looks really red in this on the StreamYard thing, but my nose is not red in real life. So I don't know why that is. I look like Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. Anyway, so I wanted to share this photo with you because I just couldn't wait, even though that's naughty because I was going to save it for the D3 Diaries, and it's all going to be coming up. So it's very interesting. Well, you'll see, I'm not going to say too much, but I just wanted to share with you what I've done so far. I've done this shoot. I've done a shoot of the band All Floyd, which was a lot of fun. I've done a shoot at the beach comparing the D3 with the D800, which was really interesting because I've never, ever found a situation yet until this very day, actually, where I've really preferred picking up the D800, right? Never, ever have I ever. And that's probably because I mainly shoot portraits, but it was really refreshing to actually go to the beach. So I went and I wanted to do some slow shutter speed, right? So I had the D3 and the D800. And of course, the D3 is so good in low light, but it was letting too much light in for that situation. It was almost like I needed an ND filter, but the D800 was great. So I was able to get some nice slow shutter speeds on the D800. And I think the D800 for landscape stuff is actually going to be really good. So I'm actually quite excited about using the D800 now in that scenario. So stay tuned because I'll probably do some more work with both cameras together, but not getting too bogged down in comparisons, but it's fun to do that sometimes. So we've got the beach shoot, we've got Sarah, we've got All Floyd, and we've got an animal communication spiritual day. Well, not really day, it was an evening that I shot. And that was literally the shoot that confirmed to me that I need being a bit of a heavy word, but absolutely must get a mirrorless camera because when it was a meditation and it was all the quiet stuff and I was missing a lot of moments. So and I've got a heap of spiritual retreats coming up that I'll be shooting in the summer, and it is making me a little bit nervous that I don't have a mirrorless camera. So yeah, I'm saying some mirrorless camera prayers. And I think the thing is, because people now know that there is such a thing as a silent camera, that's what they want. So I'm actually starting to get requests now, like the lady from the spiritual retreat that's running the retreat in July literally said to me yesterday, is it okay if you switch off the sound of the camera? And I was like, no, not at this point in time. I can't. So, and the YouTuber that joined me on one of my lives the other day actually said that where he lives, I think it was in France, I can't remember, but he said that DSLRs have actually been banned in quite a few places, like spiritual places. And I can't remember, he said something else. There was another place that he used to shoot or something, but they've banned DSLRs because of the disturbance from the sound of the camera. That's scary, isn't it? So the noise is becoming an issue because there is another option and people know that. So yeah, the D3 Diaries, it's going to bring everything together, right? I feel like it's going to bring everything together from like my time as a photographer to date, like up to now. And I think it's going to be a real journey again, like the Z9 Diaries was. So my D3 is currently in Southampton with the kind gentleman that offered to calibrate it with the lenses for me. So I went down there and I just left the camera with him. Hi, Christopher. How are you doing? It's good to hear from you. Thank you for being here. Yeah, so he's going to calibrate it to my 50mm lens, my 50mm 1.4 prime lens, my 85mm 1.4 prime lens, and my 28 to 85. I think it's 28 to 85 lens. So it's going to be calibrated to those three, which is fantastic. And they've actually invited me to. I said, "What can I do for you in return?" You know. And they said, let us take some photos of you. So that'll be a really nice chance to just work with those guys in their home studio. When I dropped the camera off, they had all the lighting and everything set up in their living room. And they said, yeah, we just can't be bothered to take it down. I thought, yeah, I've been there. I remember having a similar situation where my lighting and my backdrop was just set up all the time because, you know, it's going to come up. You're going to want to take some pictures. So yeah, looking forward to getting that back in a week or so. Christopher, do you want to jump on with me? Do you want me to invite you to this? You're absolutely welcome, or indeed Marco, if you're still there, Marco. Let me know if you'd like to jump on. I can somehow send you an invitation. So cool, he's going to jump on. Right, send me an email. I'm going to put my email address in the comments. gmail.com. Okay, whoops. Right. I have to send you an invitation. Oh, not live. Just not live. Sorry. Oh, it's okay. I was gonna bring you on live. You don't want to go live? No. That's okay. It's fine. It'd be good to do this one day. It's out of my comfort zone too. This morning, so last night I said to my husband, oh, the talks that I'm doing, oh, okay, it's not out of your comfort zone. He's just not at the right computer. That was my assumption. That's bad, isn't it? Oh, yeah, no worries. Right, sorry, I'm distracted by the comments. But yeah, I said to my husband, oh, the talks that I'm doing in town, because I'm doing these spiritual talks, kind of life coaching, a bit of everything. They've become really hypnotic. And I've got to the stage now where I'm actually better if I close my eyes, right? So this morning, because it's now in my comfort zone and I feel perfectly comfortable doing these talks, I decided, right, I better stretch myself a little bit. Okay, so I decided that I was going to live stream my talk this morning to my photography channel. Which is funny because then I had to try and make the talk a little bit photography related. So I took my camera with me and I was kind of trying to sew it all together so that I gave my audience in the cafe what they wanted, but it was also relevant to you guys, you know. So I wanted to live stream it, and I did an audio test because I have you can't actually see it, but it's my podcast mic. But so I'm great with live streaming now on my computer. As you can see, that's what I'm doing now. But I wanted this morning to take it to the cafe and do it on my phone live, which I tried to plug in the mic and it didn't work. So I ended up not being able to live stream, but this is what I'd like to do. Um, so I think I might need Rode. What I tried to do, if any of you know, be so grateful. What I wanted to do was connect my Sony vlogging camera SV1 Mark II to my phone. So I'm on StreamYard live streaming, but using my vlogging camera because it's got a slightly better microphone, and you can just have the sound from the front of the microphone, right? So basically, I'm trying to discover a way that I can go live for you guys when I'm out and about, out there doing these things and on photo shoots and when I'm traveling around. But I'm really keen to keep the quality decent and good. So yes, if anybody is experienced, I did look it up, tried to, as I say, connect the camera with the phone, but didn't have any luck. So I'm looking at maybe some Rode microphones. Let me know if you're experienced with any of this. Really grateful for that. So I just got a question. Am I still doing paintings? That's interesting. I feel like this is a nudge because I really feel like that is exactly what I need to do right now. And I haven't. Okay, so the shoot that you can see behind me of Sarah, behind me, no, behind me. It's all backwards. Um, I did that shoot, and I've injured my, well, I haven't injured my neck, but I've got this huge knot in my shoulder blade, and I cannot lift my camera, right? So it's great because the D3, as I say, is being calibrated, so that's fine. But I always have to look at these things philosophically, and I think, yeah, okay, that's my little nudge to do some painting again. And I feel like sometimes, when you're a little bit overwhelmed with information, learning curves and stuff, you know, technical stuff, sometimes just gardening or painting is such a great way to just let that get some headspace. So Christopher, I absolutely think that that's what I should be doing, is painting. But I took all my paints to the boat and I left all my paints at the boat. I haven't made it to get any canvases yet, but I feel like there is a painting in me that needs to come out. So I'm going to do that soon, and maybe I'll share that. It would be amazing if I could live stream on the boat, but there's literally absolutely no signal in there whatsoever, of course. So have I got anybody here that enjoys both photography and painting? And do you find that one inspires the other, or the skills that you have in one help you to develop the other? Like, I think I had a better understanding of tonal range, shadows from my painting when I came back to photography. I sometimes when I take a photo, I can see myself painting it, and sometimes when I do a painting, if I do a painting from a photo, I'm seeing more in the photo and I'm understanding more. It's really fascinating. Oh, that's good to hear. So yeah, I'm with you. I think I need to return to my painting as well. Oh, I appreciate that. Christopher's saying he loves my military ideas. That actually might be a really good subject for me to paint again right now. Yeah, I feel like you can certainly work through some emotions through painting, perhaps more so than photography sometimes, because you can dip deeper into your imagination, can't you? If you're painting from the imagination. I noticed when I paint from my photography, I paint with a lot more detail because I've got detail. Yeah, we need peace, definitely. Oh yeah. You'd like my last live that I did, Chris. Freedom. It was about freedom, I think. Yeah. Yeah, so I definitely paint with more detail when I'm painting from my photography. And when I paint from my imagination, I find that it's less detail and more blocky, So they've both definitely got their place. Yeah. But peace, yeah. I think I painted my way to peace before, after my car accident. I think that a lot of my emotion came out through my painting. And that is an incredible experience in itself. Cool. It's great to see you, Christopher. And I don't know what to say now, really. I kind of wanted to fill you in with the D3 Diaries and like kind of say because I've done I've done 4 shoots for the D3 Diaries already, so I'm going to be editing those 4 shoots while my shoulder hopefully gets better. Like, I've had a professional massage and it still hasn't helped, so it's a time thing. But I think that now Christopher has nudged me to paint, maybe it's going to magically get better after I've let this painting out that needs to emerge. So always looking at everything philosophically. It's the only way, I think, for me to make sense out of things. So I'm going to leave it there. I will find a way to go live at my things that I host, because I think that will be really great to share that be in different places. So microphones, phones, technical stuff coming, all of that stuff. I've just got to get through and sort it out, and then I will take you on more of my journeys with me. So thank you very much. Thank you for staying with the channel and all your support. It's really much appreciated. Thanks for being here, Chris. I'm going to say goodbye and I'll see you soon. Bye. I'm just going to wait for Christopher to say goodbye. Bye. And Marco. Bye. I'm the person that waves at the window until the person is all the way around the other side. And I can't stop waving. It's terrible. Bye. See you soon. Peace, man.